and welcome to Super Chat. I'm your host, Jess, and every week on our show we feature guests from the Charlotte area or the North Carolina region. And this week we have two great guests that have been on before. We have Kay Farmer, a movie aficionado, and Jonathan Rosenbaum, who works with, you have a company, Imagination.
That's right.
And you're an artist, and you have a great new book out, Adorable Beastling. Tell us about what you've been doing.
Yes, well, this is actually the second children's book that I had done, and I just released it. It had a Kickstarter, and this one is based off the classic fable, The Ugly Duckling.
Yes.
But I took a little twist, and I created the Beastlings, which are fierce. Actually, the Beastlings are very vicious little characters.
Look at that.
And she is a little different. Kind of a good example
I
of
love
what
cute monsters.
So she just can't be vicious, and it's kind of like the twist on that. And of course, she gets separated from her brothers and lives her own life. They get reunited later, where we find out what she really is, because as we know, the ugly duckling is not
Not ugly duckling.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful swan.
It's a beautiful swan.
But don't spoil it. You gotta buy the book.
I won't spoil it. Yes.
And you can go to imagination.com.
You can get it there. It's even available on Amazon, but it's available on my website as well.
Very
cool. And sign it.
And show some of your art. You do a lot.
Well, I was
going to
say is I already saw that.
It's kind of all
have them
over,
up there.
'cause he's
But
been
for
here.
this episode, we had this, and I also had done this one right here, which is Captain Cold.
Yeah. I miss
in the
Wentworth.
old-timey style. Yeah.
You can find a lot of Jonathan's artwork at a lot of the conventions around
Yeah.
town. It's a very noticeable style, and I like it, and we're so glad to have you.
Thank you.
And Kay, you have seen a good new movie. Well, you'll be the judge of that, but it's a movie. It's a big one, especially if you like comic books. What was it?
Thor,
Yes.
Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when does that come out?
I think it actually comes out either Thursday or Friday.
Okay.
So it comes out like literally.
So she's up before you guys. Should we see it?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. I mean, between you have the Hulk, you have Thor, you have so many of like those like Avenger characters.
And I hear it's funny.
It's super funny, and,
Okay.
that's what I like that Marvel's doing that right now. They're steering towards more of this like
The
let's be
comedy.
funny, you know, especially
Well, the
Guardians of the
director-
Galaxy doing so well.
Yeah.
The director's the guy who directed a lot of Flight of the Conchords.
That's what I
Oh,
heard,
that's
yeah.
like
And
my
he did-
favorite
and,
show.
What We Do in the Shadows, I think he directed
Yes.
that. And he was in it.
Oh yeah,
That's
what's-
Taki.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's the New Zealand guy.
Yeah.
I think he's Maori. I can't say it. New Zealand.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a funny movie. I can't
Yeah,
think
so
of his
I was curious. So the action was good?
Yeah, so good, so good. Thor finally, gets rid of all that hair, which I've been waiting
Haircut,
for
yeah.
since the first movie.
it's the new style. It's 2017. What is another movie that you've seen this year that you're just like, it just sticks with you, that you'd recommend?
I would say probably Marshall for
Okay.
me. I thought it was a really good movie. But I would say the new movie that's coming up that I'm keeping very excited for. I have tickets for it already. Is Justice League.
Oh, good.
And yeah, there's a screening for that. I think in a week or two. And I've been waiting for Aquaman. I've been waiting for like. All
Yes, I'm excited for The Flash, but I'm feeling different.
Yeah,
I'm going in it with like open arms and eyes,
Yeah.
but loyalty. But I want the movie to do well, and I hope that Ezra Miller does a good job with the character and it stands alone from Grant Gustin's. I don't want them to be compared. I want them to be.
I like the suit
theirs
though
and
better
theirs.
in the CW. I think. Than
I do
the,
too.
It's just the other one seems like very.
But did you guys hear about? Okay, so the guy who I guess makes the suits, he had posted a picture of what the suit was originally supposed to look like for this season.
Yeah.
And it was very similar
Really?
to Ezra Miller. Yeah.
Okay.
It was bulkier. Then they said they were trying to bring it back to some of the original Flash.
Yeah.
And
Because I remember Cisco made him a new suit.
Yeah.
Which looked like the old suit. Really.
Yeah,
But
and so, but I guess at the last minute they changed their mind, decided not to go that way. But if you look online, I think there's a picture of it on his Instagram.
Find it.
I'll have to check it out.
Ooh,
On the
okay.
line.
I do like the slimmer suit, and plus he has to be aerodynamic.
Yeah.
I think you can't do a whole lot with a Flash suit. The power
Yeah.
in the Flash is the speed, and he has to be able to go quick and not catch on fire.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for being here, and Super Chat will be back again next week with more guests doing more awesome things in the community. Make sure to go to Imagination, find Jonathan Rosenbaum's book, and you can find Kay at Yadi K on Twitter. And thanks for watching, everyone. And as they say on Earth 19 from our friend Danny Trejo, check it out.
I don't want to be here anymore.